Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar on Customer Master Data, Success Factor for Compelling Customer Journeys. My name is Cindy Prado, and today's webinar will be presented by Ulrich Sohn from Uniserv. And I will tell you a little bit about Ulrich, but before we get started, let me tell you a little bit about Anchor Software, just in case some of you are not familiar. Anchor Software was founded in 1998. We have over 1,500 product installs and over 65 software products. We provide software solutions for data quality, postal compliance, mailing processing, and document design. We actively engage in MTAC, ID Alliance, AMI, Postcom, and other numerous PCCs. Anchor is the exclusive U.S. representative for Uniserv with their partnership and is able to offer a complete solution portfolio for customer data management for organizations, for domestic data, or global Fortune 1,000 companies with data quality solutions for over 240 countries around the world. So, now that I've told you about Anchor Software, let me tell you about our host, Ulrich. Ulrich Sohn serves as Director of Sales for Uniserv. Ulrich has successfully taken Uniserv's solution portfolio to the international marketplace. He joined Uniserv in 1999 and has more than 20 years of experience in the field of data quality solutions and services. So now that I've introduced Ulrich, can you take it over?
Thanks very much, Cindy. Really appreciate it. Yeah, my name is Ulrich Sohn. It is spelled S-O-H-N and pronounced Sohn like a bit like son. As Cindy pointed out, I have 20 years experience in all fields of data management, data quality, and today I want to introduce you to the single customer view, customer data hub, to really furniture a successful customer journey. Well, let's kick your webinar off with a 1-minute video about change.
Now even our grandparents run web shops, and we start to compete against the rest of the world. Our customers are constantly moving, and their mobility changes their habits. It's extremely hard to reach our customers. Our customers have their own opinions, and they openly share them. For a personalized approach, we must understand them and identify them among many others. Only then can we stay on top of change. With about 50 years of expertise in customer data, a global customer base, and innovative solutions, Uniserv is your partner for customer information management.
Right, so that as an introduction, this is what we will cover in the next 20 to 25 minutes, from Anchor, Uniserv, the relationship between both companies, to a customer journey from a golden profile to from a golden record to a golden profile. And I will also give you one practical example how Cologne Fair successfully did their customer journey with the use of the Anchor Uniserv solutions. Last but not least, the Q&A session. Very compact Anchor Uniserv. Cindy pointed out, Anchor is a strategic partner for Uniserv in the USA. We work together since many years, more than 15 years. Combined, we have over 200 employees and more than 50 years of experience serving around 1,000 clients worldwide. We provide solutions, both software as well as on-premise, and also do consultancy services. With more than 50 years of experience, of course, many customers rely on our solutions. Just a few ones here. They all have one thing in common. All of them need high quality business partner data as a foundation for all their initiatives, especially with regard to digitalization and general data protection regulation. Reliable, high quality business partner data is essential. One example, the soccer team FC Bayern München, which you see here, they do their marketing activities in Asia, North America, and in Europe with the solutions, the Uniserv solutions, and are implementing them on a very international scale. What we found out is that nearly 90% of US brands see that they need to personalize messages as a central factor in their business success. It's no longer good to just send a general mailing out. It needs to be personalized, and it needs to arrive at the right moment in time, at the right point of contact.
Ulrich, I'm going to interrupt you for just a second. I forgot to mention to our viewers, if you have any questions, please type them in your chat window and we'll address them at the end of the webinar. Sorry, go ahead, Ulrich.
All right, thanks, Cindy. So how do we get from an anonymous contact to a full 360-degree customer view? Well, firstly, what are the different touch points in a customer journey? It starts very first with awareness. So touch points being radio, TV, word of mouth. So a potential customer recognizes his problem or need, has become the attention to our solution, and is interested in it. Then second step, consideration. Customer thinking about buying the solution and ponders about how well the solution can solve the problem or satisfy the needs. Conversion, that's most important. Customer buys the solution and uses it. But then it goes further on. The retention. Customer is satisfied, or even better, is enthusiastic about the solution. And advocacy, the customer is thrilled that he tells friends, family, colleagues about the solution. This is what we are trying to achieve in a successful customer journey. How do we get there? What does a 360-degree customer view mean? There are various customer interfaces. Customer communicates with us or our company by a wide variety of different means. It's possible that he looks around in the web shop, then calls in the call center, goes to a brick and mortar retail store, and of course also communicates his experiences digitally, directly to social media. So this challenge now is to bring together the different customer interfaces and find out what information do we get through these various channels on our customer or business partner. And most importantly, we also need to make sure and identify that it is exactly the same business partner who comes into contact with our company through these various channels. So it's all about giving customers a face, and it starts in the right-hand corner with an anonymous customer. So we just have some location information, off-site navigation, further down to tracking with cookies, identifiers. We arrive at a partial identity, emails, likings, social behavior, up to a customer identity with access management and a complete 360-degree identity, where we have the customer ID, the name, address, email, phone, social behavior, likings, and so on and so on. So the goal is to arrive from anonymous to a 360-degree side. What is needed here is customer behavioral data, so different data types, data describing the customer, can be attributes, but also can be demographics, customer characteristics, opinions, preferences, and the customer interaction data is very important. Offers, results, does he click on emails, does he open emails, is he doing special, is he attractive for special sales, and so on. So all these different data types need to be combined to arrive at a complete 360-degree identity. So how do we get now from the golden record to a golden profile? First and foremost, the basic requirement is that we use only high data quality. Like for example, in this slide, we have an input here of somebody called John Miller, based in Rockville, Maryland, email address and phone number. So we firstly need to see, okay, is the data right? Needs to be done a name analysis, for example, salutation code enrichment, it's a Mr. or it's company or whatsoever. Address correction needs to be checked. In this example, the zip code is incorrect. That needs to be corrected. The email needs to be verified. Is it really an email where we can mail to? And formatting and checking of phone numbers to make sure and to arrive at correct, high quality data. Once we have got the data quality right, another challenge is right around the corner. We have data, correct data, most probably stored in different data silos, like for example, marketing data, sales data, support data. You see here, all this data in marketing, we have different information than we have in sales, all for the same person, John Miller at Miller Consulting. Support again has support-related information about John Miller from Miller Consulting. And to combine everything, to data quality check everything, and to arrive at this golden record, that's one of the goals. Let me give you a practical example. In this example, we have got a call center, a CRM system, a website. Can be any system. We have different records in the three different systems. The John Miller from Miller Consulting based in Rockville in the call center system. Looks a bit different here at John Muller from Muller Consulting based in Rockville as well. And on the website system, we have John Miller from Miller Consulting again with an email address. So what we do is we connect a solution called Customer Data Hub to the operative systems. That is very easy using web calls. We have the data connectivity platform with the data cleansing exercise. And in this example, if we now take the first record, the call center record, we run it at the customer data. You see the source record, A113. And what happens now is that in a golden record database, a new record is entered. It's the first time John Miller from Miller Consulting arrives. A new record, number 326, is entered into the golden record database, and the address correction kicks in. The zip code is corrected. Now let's take the CRM system. Second record, runs through the data, matches according to the predefined business rules with the record we already have in the golden record database. And we get the information that the G dot stands for the first name John. And this information is enriched in the golden records database. Last but not least, the website. Again, run through the data. According to the business rules, it matches to the information we have in the golden record number 326. And the information is enriched. In this case, it's the email address. So in the golden record database, we find the best possible truth we have about John Miller from Miller Consulting in Rockville, Maryland, in our operative systems. This has now been a very compact example. Of course, you can also get more information in the Golden Record database: birth dates, mobile, landline number, social security number, and so on. The business rules you see next to the customer data, these are defined together with you in so-called matching workshops to arrive at the best matching patterns possible and to get the best information in the Golden Record database. Of course, now we can play back this information to, for example, the CRM system. So we have our Golden Record 1 ID 326 with all the information there. And now information is enhanced and being put into the CRM database. It's also possible to just give partial information back to the operational systems, also with different preconditions. For example, if somebody logs on in a secure login with username and password on our website, changes his email address, and we consider it as a secure change, and that is played back then to the operative systems. All this is customizable and configurable. So you will always have the opportunity to supply the individual systems with the information from the Golden Record. Another practical example, what are the advantages of this now? For example, in a search. So if we search for John Miller, for example, in a call center application, the first search takes place in the Golden Record database, and the information is displayed. And due to the fact that we always have got the link to the operative systems, we can now retrieve the information, for example, in this insurance example, from a life insurance system, from a risk insurance system, and for a claim management system, and arrive at a 360 customer degree view with all the information we have in the different operative systems about John Miller in Rockville, Maryland. All the information you have in the Golden Record database has a complete audit trail on how it is set together. In the example before, and we can always say, okay, the information about the first name, John, we have got from the CRM system, record B76, and the information about the email address we got from the website system with record C986. So here you can see a simplified presentation of the ground truth approach. The customer up in the middle with a golden profile. And down there you have the different operative systems, CRM system, service center, shop system, ERP. And they create a golden record with high quality data. And now we enrich this golden record information with transaction and interaction data, of receiving the golden profile of our business partner. And we can use that in turn to drive specific marketing campaigns or to make evaluations for the management. It can also be used in relation to migration projects. We have a lot of SAP initiatives where a switch to SAP HANA is planned, or the introduction of a CRM system. And of course, these initiatives are also supported by the Smart Customer MDM, by the CDH. All the functions you see on this slide are embedded in the CDH. We can analyze data. For example, if a lot of our clients have a birthday of January 1st, 1900, we probably should put a question mark there if that's the correct birth date. Enrichment, for example, with grid reference data, social demographic data, the validation, postal validation, address correction, the integration of all the information, cleansing, address correction, removal of duplicate records, format in the right format for the different countries, match information together and merge it together. All this is basic functionality of the CDH. This is used by one of our clients, and it's quite a nice story. It's a fair, Cologne fair. So the fair organization, just to give you some facts and numbers, they have around 80 events per year, the largest one being the Gamecom, with hundreds of thousands of visitors. That's 3 million visitors per year. In the CDH, the customer data, they have 1.5 million number of golden records. They're exhibiting in 122 countries, so data is really international. And more than 50,000 exhibiting companies work with Cologne Fair. What was the starting point? They had heterogeneous data of around 3 million visitors and more than 53,500 exhibiting companies. Sales was really facing issues because they could not differentiate what are their A, B, and C clients. The A clients stand for 85% of the revenue, but they couldn't identify what is a VIP and A client and what are B and C clients. So it was very time consuming, costly, and error prone. Marketing was facing issues as well. The data for campaigns had to be prepared manually. A uniform view of customers was limited, if not missing. And the challenge is that one person can be an exhibitor. Next day, he can go to, for example, the games convention together with his son or his kids. Then he is not an exhibitor, but a visitor, or can be an organizer. So the classification between an individual person and an organization was very difficult. With introducing the CDH, the benefit has been that they arrived at a 360-degree customer view being used by marketing, sales, but also customer service. The data is immediately available and there's a full understanding of the roles. If it's now a person or customer or exhibitor or whatever. High reduction of the cost for manual data collection and in design for campaigns and sales. Sales is now able to clearly say, okay, these are my A potential clients and these are B and C clients. And it's concentrating their sales force on the clients which guarantee the revenue for Cologne Fair. Enabling personalized customer engagement through all the different departments, instant time and cost savings. The ROI is clearly traceable. And that's the point with the customer data and with the information we have, especially if we also take interaction and transactional data for a golden profile. A client can be addressed exactly the way he wants to be addressed. If we find out that somebody is opening emails and searching the web on a Sunday evening, why not send an email with a special offer right on Sunday evening? The chances are high that the email is A, opened, and B, a transaction is resulting out of that. So that is also in terms of predictive analysis, where we can predict how a customer will be behaving on the basis of the golden profile information we have in the customer data hub. What are the benefits of this customer data hub or customer data platform? CDP standing for customer data platform. Cross-system increase in data quality. So all the information we have already got in the different operative systems, we will do the data quality exercises. We are able to do a personalized interaction with the customer, so the customer has a much more positive customer experience. We generally see an increase in sales because we can address, as I just pointed out, also with predictive analysis, how a customer will behave. That is increasing sales in general. Cost optimized sales and marketing activities. We only spend our marketing dollars where it is wise to spend them. Much more transparency. We have uniform information in all the systems, provided we allow the customer data hub to put information back into the source systems. New business areas through a full 360-degree customer view. reduction of manual expenses and process costs, because everything is done automatically. And through a smart implementation, we can instantly use the results. So once the first source system is connected to the customer data, you immediately can use the results you have got by implementing the CDH from data quality to 360-degree customer view. So let me wrap it up in summary. Many companies already have a lot of information about existing customers. Consider what information you have got on existing or new customers, and what information will help you to further individualize your campaigns. Look at the data you already have today. Then start with the possibilities you already have and gradually expand them in the sense of agile methodology. And discuss with other disciplines, with other departments, what synergies can be achieved by sharing data and orchestrating messages and channels. Then if you see the need to process, review, enrich, consolidate, merge data from different systems, then please think about Anchor Uniserv. So thank you very much. Now we are to the Q&A session.
Well, thank you for all of that very helpful information, and it was quite enlightening. Thank you for doing such a great job, Ulrich. It looks like there is a question that did populate while you were talking, so I will go ahead and go over that question.
Yes, please. Thank you.
The first question is, are you offering proof of concept? If so, how long does that normally take?
That's a very good point, Cindy. Thanks for the question. Yes, we do offer proof of concept, and in fact, most of the projects we run always started with a proof of concept. What we will do in a proof of concept is take your data, set up a running instance of the CDH, and normally we set up the instance within 2 to 3 weeks, maximum 4 weeks, and then you can play around with it, see the benefits, but also sell the solution internally. So we let it run for another month, so that after POC, then it's also very easy to start off with the project.
Oh, great. Okay, let's give it a second or two to see if there's another question coming through. Oh, here's another great question.
Okay.
Are you working with third parties during onboarding and operation?
Oh, that's a good one as well. No, actually, we are not doing that. We are offering everything from one single source, one single point of contact. So that's Anchor Uniserv. We provide all the solutions from the software to the onboarding, and then to the running instance of the system, and the operation as a hosted, cloud-hosted or privately hosted instance. Everything is coming directly from Anchor Uniserv. No third parties involved. One single point of contact.
Thanks. That's a great answer. Let's see. Probably have time for another question. Let's see. Oh, Ulrich, here's another great question.
Okay.
How complex is such a CDH project on the average?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one, Cindy. Let's take one example. For example, with the Cologne fair. That was quite a standard project. We had 3 source systems, and they have around 1.5 million golden records. So the implementation onboarding time, there was about 1/4 to 3 months including all the data quality exercises. So from the first workshop to the go live of the system, we spent 3.5 months. We did all the data quality exercises, we did all the matching plans, connected the sources, and to really have the system up and running in a very short time frame. That is the point that we concentrate on business partner data only, and that is where we are very specialized in and can provide such short implementation times.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
It looks like there are no more questions that I can see. If anybody does think of any additional questions after the webinar, they're welcome to email us at support. Visit our website at www.anchorcomputersoftware.com, also www.uniserv.com, and Ulrich Zone and his phone number to reach. Everybody will get a copy of the webinar as well as the questions and the answers for your convenience. Again, I want to thank Ulrich for doing such a great job on today's webinar, and I hope that everybody got as much information out of it as I did. It was great information. Thank you, everybody, for joining today's webinar.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much for hosting it, Cindy.